And now I do want to try again the boss fight. I mean, I do want to just try it again once it's daytime. I just want to see how far we can get into the fight. Obviously that mini shark, that minigun, the automatic minigun that, you know, can save ammo. Or it has a chance to save ammo rather than consume it. Obviously that's going to be like, you know, the best thing for us to use right now. But I do need to save up some money. So I need to find some way to get the money. And I guess other than that, we can upgrade our armor. We could try to find some new accessories. I really don't know where to find magic weapons. I think the prosthesis we have is really the best thing we can find right now. So I think we're almost at the limit of our abilities here, which makes sense. I mean, it makes sense it would put you at your limit right at the boss fight, so it's probably just, you know, good progression writing there. Let's try it again. I think this is about the most light we're gonna get while it's raining, unfortunately. Looks like we're almost about a quarter way in. Nothing crazy is happening yet. Oh. Never mind. Looks like one of his gems just popped out of his crown and started to attack us. Okay, so that's kind of a good gauge as to what to expect. So he just spawns a bunch of slimes, aggressive slimes, for the first quarter. And then it looks like once we hit that 75% health mark, I'm phrasing this horribly. Once we get him down to 75% health, it looks like his crown is going to jump out of his, no, his jewel is going to jump out of his crown and start attacking us. Ugh. And I don't really know what. So let's see if I can survive a little bit longer. How much health can I see the health? Let me see the health. Ah, moves too quick. Nah, I wasn't able to see the health. Ugh, okay. Well, that's gonna happen. So yeah, we should find some money so we can get that minigun. And we can buy more ammo with more money, of course. And we should find something that increases our movement speed. And I know we have potions to do that. But we should also try to find some more accessories that do that as well. We have this aglet, but there's other stuff that goes with it that we should find. I need to go to the guide to remember exactly what, but it does say it's a material, so looks like we should do some exploring. I'm not. Oh, I was gonna say I'm not really willing to sacrifice any of our accessories for the aglet, but I am definitely willing to sacrifice the inner tube during the boss fights just for that movement speed. See, we got red, yellow, teal, blue. Great. Let me see what we need to improve this aglet. Spectre boots, which allow flight, and the wearer can run super fast. And the anklet of the wind, which further increases movement speed. So yeah, there are other materials we can find somewhere. Of course, the guide does not tell us where, but now we know somewhere there is some kind of boot which allows us to move fast and fly, and some other kind of anklet which allows us to move faster. Looks like my dog wants to leave again, so 1 second. Alrighty, alrighty, let's press on. So now we have pretty much our next point of progression. Get more of those swiftness potions for movement speed. Get some money for the mini shark and some ammo. And if possible, get better armor. But that stuff is expensive, so we might have to wait on the armor for now. Does this work when it's not even on my body? I don't know what's up with the accessories that work even though they're not in your armor slot over here, but a lot of them do that, and I don't know which ones do and don't do that. So if I switch over to you, you still give me 23 miles an hour? I'm reading up here, by the way. When I run, I get 23 miles an hour. When I switch... Hold on. When I switch, I'm still getting 23. And if I put this on, 5%. Oh, it's only 5%? I thought it was 15%. That's not so great. I get 24 miles an hour. Wow. Such an improvement. Alright, so maybe just don't worry about the aglet for now. So I guess I guess we just need to find something to explore to get money. Because farming enemies isn't going to be the best source of money, to be honest. So let's see. We could head to the edge of the world and see what's over here. See if there's anything to explore. Which was kind of what I was doing before I died. We could head down into the jungle to see what's down here. See if there's a lot of money down there. I guess we could explore more corruption and break more of those. They're not really pots down there. They're like redecorated pots, basically. But we could break a bunch of those. I guess we could go back down here and keep digging through here and see if we find anything. Or we could go back to the ice biome and try to find some more stuff down there. Or again, just go to the edge of the world and see what we can find. So, I think I'm going to go to the edges and discover, you know, the whole surface of each side. And then go one by one through the underground parts. Oh, we got a new pet. Cool. It's a cool placement then. We'll go and put this away then. Yeah, we can go to each side of the world next time the sun is rising, and then yeah, if we can't find anything there, we'll go to each little underground part that I've talked about, and then we'll most likely find a lot of money through there. Okay. Yeah, I'll just go in the morning. So I'm gonna sleep off the night, and then while this is going, I'm gonna take a little stretch break. So I'll be back in a few minutes. My arms are starting to get stiff and sore and all that. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back, and it actually looks like I slept through like 1 or 2 nights. So let me just sleep through this one. Got some tasty spaghetti to munch on for the last hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't know how long do I have left? I don't know. I've got a good amount of stream left. So yeah, I'll be eating this throughout. Yeah, I've got to buy some ammo. I was gonna put on the staunch musket for now because it does more damage. But I actually like having things that shoot faster for less damage most of the time. In most circumstances, I like fast fire rate over slow fire rate, high damage. If you watch my Wonderlands playthrough, that will track, because I don't like snipers all that much, or launchers. But I like pistols and SMGs a lot. Oh, you know what? Oh, a goblin army. Oh, that's new. Okay. Change the plans, guys. Change the plans. This is something that, of course, is going to take my attention right now. But I think I can make... Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if I can make a pouch of unlimited musket balls. Looks like I need 4,000. Let's go ahead and do that. Great. I'm gonna have to remember that for all the different ammo types. I can just, you know, get a bunch of that ammo and then craft the unlimited pouch. I think that was something added by Louis AFK mod. They do this with their potions as well. A lot of their potions have this... A lot of the... Not their potions, but a lot of the potions that are in the game have this ability to create an item which just permanently gives you that that buff as long as you have it in your inventory, which of course sounds overpowered and like makes the game too easy. And you know what, some people might argue that, which I think is fine, but I think it's useful in this circumstance because during pretty much any boss fight except for like maybe King Slime and then the one after that, pretty much any boss fight after those first two, I'm going to be using potions as often as I can. You know, meaning like health potion, speed potion, defense potion, weapon damage potion, whatever. You know, any potions that can help me, I'm probably going to use them. Which means I'm going to have to, you know, craft or buy or grow the materials to get new potions. If not, just find the potions somewhere in the world. Which is possible. I can do that. You can grow more plants and, you know, more materials and all that stuff. But at a certain point, it just becomes really annoying and kind of game locking. Because, like, if you're fighting a boss like 30 times or something, you're going to use each of those potions that you're using 30 times. So you're going to have to, you know, after you exhaust all your potions, you're just going to have to sit and wait to grow more plants, to craft more potions. You got to craft more bottles to get more potions, blah, 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 blah. And you might not even win with all that stuff. So, to cut down on the downtime of having to wait for plants to grow, you know, literally watching grass grow type stuff, I just got that mod, which allows you to permanently have those potion effects as long as you have, I believe it's 30 of that potion. So if I had like a swiftness potion right now, I could use it, or I could save it and get 30 of that potion, and then later on, when I have the right crafting station, I could take 30 of those potions and then create the item that just gives me that buff permanently. So I don't have to worry about the potions later anyways, you know, because I'm going to be using them regardless. So it's more of like just a permanent stat boost instead of a potion at that point. Which is great in my opinion. The only downside is that it takes up an inventory slot because it's an actual item. It's not like a consumable or anything. So it does cost an item or an inventory slot in order to use those items. Each one costs a different item slot, so you kind of have to manage your inventory when using those. But I still think it's pretty worth it. considering you just permanently get, like that potion, the swiftness potion I keep talking about. It's 15% movement speed, so you would just get 15% movement speed increase permanently, which I think is pretty worth it. Anyways, that was a long-winded explanation of some BS that probably nobody even cares about anyways. So right now is a special event which occurs randomly throughout the game. There's a few different events like this, but this is one of them. It's called the Goblin Army, and as you can see, we have this little, it's kind of obscured by my face cam, but it says Goblin Army, then it says cleared, and then it says 38%, and it has a little progress bar underneath that. And the progress bar slowly fills up every time I kill an enemy or my NPCs kill something. And of course, you could probably guess this keeps going until I kill up to 100% of the enemies. This is going pretty slowly right now, I think. I was using Jester's arrows just a minute ago, but I ran out, so either I've got to just use my my guns with this unlimited ammo and just tough it out for a little bit, or I can quickly, you know, go back to my materials, find some arrows, find some fallen stars, and make more Jester arrows. I'm gonna try to do that actually, because I have my fallen stars right here. And I know my stone and my wood. Well, my wood's right here, but my stone is over here in this other chest. So I'm just gonna risk it and make some more arrows for myself. And I just reminded myself actually that it would make sense that I could get unlimited arrows and Jester arrows. I'd rather have unlimited Jester arrows more than anything, because they come separately. So I'm gonna try to see if I can make that many. I don't know if I can. I need 4,000 regular arrows. Okay. And then I need to turn all of those into Jester arrows. And it costs 50... no. One fallen star will make me 50 arrows. So 4,000 divided by 50 is 80, I believe. And I don't have enough stars actually, so I should go out at night and collect some more. I have a few though, so let's try to make as many as I can. There we go. I'll go ahead and keep using these. Of course, my whole town's getting slaughtered right now. But yeah, during night, once this is over, I'll just skim the surface and see if I can't find enough stars to make a pouch of unlimited arrows here. Ooh, plasma rod. Sounds like a magic item. Yeah, I was saying earlier, this is one of the random events that just happens in the game. There's a few like this. They'll have the progress bar at the bottom, and before the event starts, you'll see a little flavor text in the bottom left that says event is approaching from the east or the west or whatever. I don't know if we'll see one for a while, to be honest, but we will see. We'll keep seeing this one over and over throughout the game. There's not really a trigger for it. It just kind of happens on you know, there's like a set chance for it to happen any given day. So yeah, I guess from now on, anytime a new day starts, we just have to kind of look out for the flavor text. Alright, so now we've got 100% on that progress bar, and we just got to clean out the few that are left here. We can pick up my tombstones. And, yeah, I want to see what this weapon is right here. Okay, so we've got spiky balls, a harpoon, stone for arrows, and a plasma rod. So yeah, it is a magic weapon. It's a material. Our guide is, of course, dead. He says, casts a low damage plasma bolt. Shooting a tile will cause several bolts with increased damage to fire. So, I guess just shooting a block instead of an enemy directly. Shooting an enemy directly will inflict Shadow Flame. Awesome. Yeah, speaking of the devil, I was just talking about how we don't have any more magic weapons, but we just got a new one. We can go ahead and replace our blunderbuss, honestly, because I think we'll be using this. We'll be using our bow, the paintball gun, and when we get it, we'll be using the mini shark, probably more than anything. But we did get a harpoon gun, which does ranged damage. It says does extra damage at point blank range. It just shoots a little chain with the harpoon on it. Comes back to me. We could try it out, but it seems like it might be kind of hard to use. But we can try it out for sure. Alright. What do I have? I gotta put my ammo away here. This gun away. Got spiky balls, which is another one of those throwable weapons. Like the shuriken or the, what's the other one that we had? The shuriken and the throwing knives, that's it. But these stick around on the floor for a little bit, so if anything walks over them, gets hit. So that might be useful for the king slime or something. That's about it, though. Oh, we got our guide back. Cool. What was I doing? I'm guessing we could make an unlimited pouch of these as well, like any other ranged ammo. Okay, so let's try to keep these on me, and then I'll try to make some more jester arrows. Let me do some math here. So we got 1,600 jester arrows plus 2,250, about 3,850. So we just need like 200 more wooden arrows. We can make these as well. I don't think they're quite as good as a jester arrow. They set stuff on fire, which is a good debuff over time, like damage over time debuff. But, you know, the jester arrows just shoot through everything and they do more damage and they have more speed. So I'm just going to rock with those. I forgot my stone. think it's 1 stone and 1 wood for 25 arrows, and we need 200. So that's, I think, 8. 8 times 25 is 200. I totally forgot to put this down in my arena. Again, it gives me extra speed and crit chance, but less armor, I believe. So let's go ahead and put you right in the middle of my arena. Let's see. Doesn't really do much. It's like the aglet. Gives me up to 24 miles an hour instead of 23. Alright, so now we've got about 2,500 arrows to convert into Jester arrows. And again, it costs 50... No, it costs 1 star per 50 arrows. So if I have 2,500 arrows, 50 into 250 is 5. So I guess I need 50 fallen stars. Sounds like kind of a lot, to be honest. How much money do I have? I want to see how much money I got from that invasion. Like 8 gold. Okay. Well, it's better than nothing. Alright. It looks like you're selling a new item as well. This is something I didn't really talk about. I didn't really get a chance to talk about before. But a lot of NPCs will sell new items during certain times of day, or like certain events or something like that. Or if they're in a certain biome. For example, I believe if I put the painter in the jungle, I think he sells unique paintings that he wouldn't sell anywhere else. I'm not sure if that's true for all the biomes, but I'm pretty sure that's true for the jungle at least. So this guy sells an extra material at night, which isn't really pertinent to us at the moment, but it will be later. So I should keep an eye on that, probably. Looks like we just need to collect some more money, some more arrows, and I'll just go ahead and do that while we're traversing to the edge of the world. I'll try to hold off from using my bow until we get there. And by there, I mean until we have unlimited Jester arrows. not the edge of the world. Anyways. So yeah, that's one of the random events. We can actually check what kind of loot we can get from that, and how we can summon it later through the boss checklist. So it's called the Goblin Army. You can see all the different enemies here. Has a 1 in 3 chance of occurring every dawn if at least 1 shadow orb has been destroyed. Well, that makes sense, because we just were out and we were destroying some of those, so that makes a lot of sense. So 1 in 3 chance of occurring every morning. If at least 1 Crimson Heart or Shadow Orb, they're the same thing, just in different corruption biomes. So the Crimson Heart is in the Crimson, of course, and the Shadow Orb is in the corruption. And at least 1 player has 200 health or more. I think we have exactly 200. Oh no, 220. And there is not a and there's not already one in progress. It can also be summoned manually using a Goblin battle standard. Lasts until enough enemies are defeated, and we can craft one of these with some materials at a loom. We can take a look at the loot that we can get from these guys, and it tells us what we already have and what we don't have. So we have the harpoon, the spiky balls, and the plasma rod, but it looks like we can also get a shadow flame bow, a shadow flame hex doll, shadow flame knife, burning strife, and the first shadow flame. So looks like one of each type of weapon, except for a summon. There's no summon weapon, but there's a ranged weapon, a magic weapon, a melee weapon, and a rogue weapon, and an accessory. Oh, this is actually going to be 4 summons. Okay. So it increases max minions by 1. And minions inflict Shadow Flame. Okay, so yeah, that is, I guess, for summons, but it's not a weapon. Okay, so that's that. We can check that for any event or boss on the checklist here. So the Blood Moon, we can get all this stuff from different enemies during the Blood Moon. And it's going to tell us we can make we can summon the Blood Moon with one of these bloody tears here. And once we defeat King Slime, it'll tell us the same kind of stuff. Okay, so Harpoon Gun seems okay to use. Doesn't use up any ammo. But it's just kind of tricky to use, I guess. Paintball Gun also does not use any ammo. It's a bit low damage, though, so maybe I can switch out the paintball gun for the harpoon or something. And then the plasma rod, let's see what this does. It shoots out a purple beam of magic. Oh yeah, that's the shadow flame, I guess. If I shoot a block... Oh, I see. Okay. And it won't inflict shadow flame if I do that. Okay, so I guess if we fight another goblin army, I can do that. And then if we fight these big guys like this, just, you know, shoot them directly. Cool beams. And of course it consumes mana like any other magic weapon. Shadow Flame looks like it's doing about 5 damage every, I don't know, quarter of a second or something. Alright. Let's continue. I think, I just realized I went super long in this episode. Again.